whenever you hear the phrase, yo, stop self-snitching nowadays, who does it apply to? Who they most likely talking about when they saying, hey, stop the self-snitching? Talk about rappers, people in the black community, right? Cause so we know the cases where celebrities, borderline celebrities, whatever, cast these RICOs in these cases, and we see all the nonsense. But no, that's everybody. So the group of gang members that caught the RICO that nobody know about over here, they use a whole bunch of stuff they said on social media and on each other's lives and all that too. So it's like a thing, right? And we could call it self-snitching. But if it was really snitching, wouldn't it be under wraps? Ask people how many real snitches they know. They'd be like, I know some people they said sound good. So how could all this self-snitching be taking place to the point where everybody know what everybody talk about and you got all type of people just creating content behind it?
Oh, yeah, I know. I just want this duct tape, and I want these ski masks, and I want a Draco, and, it's just for home protection.
Yo, who is he making fun of right there? Who is this guy making fun of when he do his voice like that and say that?
Oh, yeah, I know. I just want this duct tape, and I want these ski masks, and I want a Draco, and, it's just for home protection.
Who is he talking about? Well, I don't know. Let me think about it. Who knows?
I mean, what the these guys are not the brightest.
These guys are not the brightest.
Talk to a live...
Okay, that's where you go. Hold on.
His girlfriend...
Let's get through a little bit.
I can't tell you how much...
He's gonna talk about Lil-Durk. Let's get...
Said. Thank you, Josh.
Let's get to that.
Let's get into Lil-Durk. Now let's just have
Lil-Durk.
a recap of what Durk is about. So Durk was arrested near the Miami airport after law enforcement he's been booked up multiple flights. He's accused of entering into an agreement to kill a rival rapper after they killed one of theirs. Now, let me tell you something about this. This stuff is going on all over the country. And remember I said there's, this cycle of violence has to stop? One of the things they've done here in Minneapolis is they've taken 45 guys off the street. 45 guys. I go to trial on the 12th of May on a
Yeah.
And half these guys have already pled guilty in state. Now they want to get so they're looking at life. They're not...
Hey, yo. What he said was, I guess he a lawyer in Minneapolis. He like, yo, they took 45 dudes off the streets. He about to go to trial, obviously representing some of them. And we don't know who those dudes is. They ain't rappers. But the feds scooped up a whole bunch of information off the internet. Our society on the wrong path. Yeah, but, and let me say this. Yeah, I think we could definitely raise it up magnitudes, but as far as like when we talk about hip hop, because obviously we talking about hip hop, and like we say hip hop is an extension of the black community, and I'm not just saying that. I would rather go the other way. I would rather be like, yo, the black community is the black community, and hip hop is just the music, because is it not people that's a part of the black community that like country music? How about reggae? How about just some up-tempo wild pop song that's not considered hip-hop, right? But when it comes to the hip-hop shit, and people that come out the street, so it's a hip-hop artist, it could be a podcaster, it could be just some dude selling drugs. It seems everybody there is on one path, the same thing, and it's not enough for me to go smoke my op. I gotta let you know that. Now, I come from a different era where you just like, man, I don't want, like, I never want to go on social media. I understand, like, nah, right? But that's not self-snitching. It can't be self-snitching. It got to be a part of the game. We got to erase the whole snitching. It's not self-snitching. It's a part of the game, right? Because in order for you to be what your fans want you to be, you got to live this shit out. You can't be doing shit and then not telling niggas, hold on, you my favorite rapper. You talk about you smoked all these people. Who is the people that you speak of that you smoked with? And if you can't tell people, well then, you capping. So you can't even be successful without what they call self-snitching. So what should we do? Yeah, it definitely was easier, right? But I told you how I got caught, right? Everybody who I know how I got caught. Self-snitching. Could tell y'all numerous instances. Down in the lobby of a building, see a bro from the hood. He like, yo, come here. I'm like, what's up? He like, yo, I heard you then. Yo, you need to be lower than this. You know that, right? You know you don't need to be. You need to be lower than this. I'm like, all right. I ain't deny who said I did that. Who said that Yo, bro, probably like 2 weeks after I was in the club, mad dudes asking me, hey, yo, I heard, hey, yo. I'm like, yeah. Yeah.
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with y'all? You niggas are crazy.
Silly as ever, but at no point did I think I was telling thousands of millions of people. It seemed like it after a while. I told y'all my mom's called me. She said, hey, I heard you shot somebody and they died. I said, well, who told you that? So once people get the news, it's going to get around. But we got people going live, saying it on social media, letting other people clip it, people that could be directly against you. The family member of the person you like it's just now is it in you, and it's like they your friends till the cops get them speaking. So like even in my case, everybody knew. But then a few bad men got pulled over in the car, and the cops found 90 grams of Jägermeister, if you know what I'm talking about. Cocaine now. If you know what I'm saying. They found 90 grams of Ye in the joint, and from that point on, some good friends of mine, to the point I knew exactly when I got told on. I'm one of the greatest in the world. I knew at the moment I got told on. Right? My man Babe Mars going to arraignment. I'm like, yo, when you get back from arraignment, yo, call me and let me know what's happening with them in case you need some help with some bail or something. She like, I got you. She come out of arraignment, she like, they ain't even arraigned them. I'm like, what you mean they ain't arraigned them? She like, they talk about something with a homicide. And I said, a homicide? They said, what? They ain't arraigned them. They got some investigation going on homicide. I said, oh, okay. I hung up the phone. I said, well, let me think to myself here. Who been involved in a homicide lady? Who let me think? Who? Let me see. Okay. 1, 2, apple. Well, buckle my shoe. School that, but oh! And I knew right then and there. I turned around, looked at my cousin. I said, yeah, I'm in trouble. So I get it. I understand. I walked down the rough road. And yeah, they came and got my ass. But still, at no point had I even had the same amount of information as these dudes, some of these dudes done seen 3-4 other people already get caught up with the same thing. Yeah, I had a chance. Oh, it was meetings about me. So my cuz, I think I got the video. I got the video when I was I told y'all what I wanted to do the shit when he was talking about the joint. He was talking about like, yo, I was telling him, my older cousin, he got me in a lot of stuff himself, man, cause you know he was always he was that older cousin, cause you know that older cousin, you know what I'm saying, that yeah, like that. So but he said in the joint, man, but I want to make, you know, I want to make that documentary. So I was shooting the joint Flower in the Crack House. Is this the joint where he was telling it, play it? But this would really happen. I always kind of been the same kind of person.
Nigga solved the case. What's my name though? What's my name?
Can't get booed.
Now I'm a comedian. Used to be 400. Reggie don't like me.
Long Island. Yeah, yo, I'm all
Nigga solved the case. Yo, listen. This my cousin Sharon Neville.
Okay, we get to, okay, hold on. Okay, I didn't even realize all that content I had right there. Hold on.
I'm gonna get you on the bus right
now.
Yeah,
this him.
He like, no, cousin. No, don't do this to me.
Yo, and see, what it is that I'll be totally honest about, like, I don't mind, like, my mistakes, or, like, you know what I'm saying? I'll just be totally honest and shit. So that's my cousin, both of my cousins and shit. He telling a story about how I ended up not going.
I'm gonna get you on the bus right now. He like, no, cousin. No, don't do this to me. I got a baby on the way. I can't leave. That nigga went back home in 15 minutes. They waited the crib, locked his ass up.
It wasn't 15 minutes.
Yo, listen. It wasn't. That bitch broke my heart when I was on Rikers Island.
Yo, listen, the bitch broke my heart when I was on Rikers Island. So yeah, I was, like, I'm gonna tell you, I was madly in love. She a little older than me. And I'm gonna tell you, later on I realized, like, oh, bitch took advantage of me. It's funny. Yeah. So I'm like, oh, bitch took advantage of me. I was roped there. Yeah, man. And but that's what was said. That's what I said to the nigga. Look, he like, yo, look, bro, you gotta go. I'm like, look, bro, you know, she pregnant, she need me, yada, yada, yada. She got a baby already, bro. I gotta, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause she already had a baby. And I was like in that baby life already, fucking with her. Now she pregnant by me. Like, yo, bro, like, I can't just run. And plus I was out on bail for drug sales. So in my mind, I'm thinking to myself that, you know, like, I've been out here running already from them. It's not the same. If you running from, like, the feds or homicide or something, it's not like you running. It's not like you hot bail, or you on a run on parole, or you ducked on probation, or they looking for you for some little bench warrant for some drug. It's a whole different ball game. Like, they are going to, man, listen, they going to turn over every rock. It ain't going to be, yo, if anybody that you fuck with that's in the streets, ain't nobody gonna be comfortable around you. Everybody and their mama gonna know. Like, yo, they look at my nigga, they came by here and dropped the card off. They coming about a trap spot. If you in trap spots, they knocking on the door. Hey, we ain't gotta worry about none of that shit. We know y'all selling drugs in here. And by the way, we not here to bother y'all. But hey, y'all know so-and-so? Yeah. Oh, you don't? I tell you what, we gonna leave our car here. And how about if he get in touch with y'all tell him that we want to talk to him. We want to talk to him about something. That's exactly what the fuck they gonna do.
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with y'all? You niggas are crazy.
you gonna have people making up stories. I think he want to turn himself in. He was on. I think motherfucker gonna be trying to do everything in the world to get him evidence. Return. He'll be like, nobody gonna want that heat on their back. They start knocking on niggas' doors, and you know we younger, so you know what I'm saying. I was a teenager still, so a lot of people like niggas like some like especially with chicks and shit like they live with their mother. Like, who the fuck is this nigga that they come in here asking, do you know and dropping? He ain't. Who? Oh, him, he's so nice. Oh my God, he did not kill anybody. He didn't do that. He didn't. That's how I go. That's how I really go. We gotta get back to Lil-Durk though. We definitely gotta get back to Lil-Durk though. But yeah, I made, you know what I'm saying, like, I didn't. And I'm glad I didn't. So somebody like, oh, how you glad? No, I'm happy as fuck that I ain't take off and try to run like that, bro. Because like, I don't know how long it would have took them to catch me anyway. And I ain't have enough sense, man. I would have, man, listen. I might have dropped the body everywhere I went, state to state. That's just the type of time I was on. That's how I was living. I'm never going to be nowhere without that shit. Man, listen. I needed, so I had to get that shit over with. Go do that time. Come at least get a little piece of life without adding on extra shit. Because I already had extra shit on it. Yeah, it would have been over. I already was on that. You see what I'm saying? So, like, I already was... So, it wasn't like... Man, listen. I got a reputation for, you know... Come and take your stuff, sir. And, you know, where I'm from, you know, you don't book establishments and... You know, we don't... I'm not gonna come take your stuff. You got a regular job. Just check my cash and check. I'm a kid like your man said. You know what I'm saying? So, but other people on the streets, you was in the streets. Like, I'm coming, gang. Like, that's how it worked. That's my reputation. That's my reputation was built up off of. So, I already had, like, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah. What they call self-snitching, I kind of look at my shit as, like, that more. Because, like, it was, I have a reason to do it. Like, but as far as with Lil-Durk and them, it's kind of like, yo, like, you know, kind of like, yo, nobody got to know nothing. Oh, yeah, nobody got to know nothing. That's why I always say the audience that I'm looking for, I don't want the audience that want to force me to crash out. Why can't we grow together? You ain't watched enough movies? You ain't seen enough of the other stuff? There's other interesting things out here, right?